Hey folks, how you doing? This is Allan from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm back with my good friend Debbie from Las Vegas, and we're here to just share some ideas with you today that we know can help you get to that next phase in your home business and your career. But before we get started, Deb, I think you just mentioned that there's a lot of rain going on your side right now, right?
Yeah, it's raining really hard out here in Las Vegas, and the weather report says we need it, so we're coming out of our drought.
Fair enough, fair enough. So folks, if you're watching us right now and you can hear a bit of a background noise, that's what it is. It's the rain. Sorry, nothing we can do about it. Just thought we'd let you know, okay? So Deb, thank you for being here to start off. Glad that you're willing to take your time to give free information to people out there instead of just making money for yourself. You're helping other people do the same, so thanks. We wanted to start off for today and discuss a little bit, and actually I wanted to pick Debbie's brain because she's got some great insight that I believe could be really valuable to you. Deb, let's kick this call off. You know, today's topic is supposed to be about what the most valuable skill could be for an individual if they want to start earning money in the home-based business industry, right? So for yourself, you know, can you give us a little insight? What do you think is the most important skill for people to learn in the beginning stages?
Well, Allan, I think you have to be able to communicate with your prospects. You have to build relationships. That's really important before you throw a product or a service out, you know, trying to sell it or market it or whatever. So I think for me, the most important skill is communication and building relationships.
Okay. So communication, which thus then creates great relationships.
Right.
Now, some people might argue with this, and I know at one point I did too. You know, there's so many options out there to start learning in terms of videos and advertising and picking the right company, the right product. In your opinion, why is it so important for someone to focus on enhancing their communication skills first before going out there and selecting a product or a business or an opportunity to take part in?
You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know the product, and you have to know the service, and there's no way that you can share that particular product or service with a prospect if you cannot communicate it. You know, you can read manuals and you can read all of the materials that are out there for you, but if you don't know how to relate that to the person that you're trying to bring into your organization, it's not going to work. They want to understand exactly what it is. They want to know the steps, and no one is really going to come with you or be part of your organization if you cannot communicate exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are trying to make money out there, but that's all they're saying is, well, let's just make money. But
Right.
they don't know how, they don't know why, they don't know when, nothing. So it's almost like an empty calorie, right?
Right.
It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't really do anything for you.
Right.
Right. Well, you brought up a really good point. And I think the first question that somebody might end up asking that I want to cover is, Debbie, if you think that communication is that important that people should actually take the time to focus on getting better at it, what would be some resources that you might be able to suggest for people to get out there to utilize to get better at their communication skills?
I think you should attend seminars and you should learn, listen to what the other speakers are saying, and watch how they convey a message to you. Watch their body language, listen to what they're saying and how they're saying it. See if you become emotional. You know, if you feel good, your gut is going to tell you that this is something that you should do. You have to listen to your gut, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of people are emotional. Well, we're all based on emotion. And sometimes if it doesn't feel right, folks, if you're out there talking to somebody and you're thinking in your head, you know, I've been trained to do it this way, but it doesn't feel right. Listen to yourself. On the flip side, just like what Debbie go out to the meetings, or even if you can get that kind of training online for online seminars, anywhere where you feel that the individual that's teaching is a good teacher, I mean, shoot, use them. Because everybody out there has got some form of free content, free information, and you'd be surprised how much you can learn and grow just from using the free content itself. Now, Debbie, if someone decides not to focus on this, like let's say they're just that average individual that says, well, it sounds good, but I'd rather just go out there and just sell it, just tell everybody about my opportunity. It's a numbers game. Some of the spaghetti's going to stick on the wall. Some of it won't, so what? What do you think somebody may potentially end up losing if they don't take the time to focus on enhancing themselves at this particular skill?
I think they're going to lose momentum. I think they're going to lose the opportunity of another product or another service that may come along, and they're still trying to capitalize on numbers, and they're going after that money, which is fine. I mean, that's what we're all here to do. But at some point, you're going to be faced with a question. You're going to have to ask your prospects why they want to come on board with you and how they're going to come on board with you. And I actually believe that you can have 10 people working and your downline has 300 or 400 and no one's doing anything. So I believe at some point you're going to lose a little bit momentum if you do not know how to communicate what it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah, it really is true. One of the hardest things to ever go through in life, or especially here in the home business field, is to work as hard as you can, work your buns off, and find out 6 months to 6 years down the road that all the effort you're putting in was the wrong kind of effort. And folks, long story short, what we're here to remind you today, and what Debbie is so graciously willing to share with you today, is that if you're really serious about succeeding, whatever, 10 grand a month, 10 grand a day, whatever your goal is, bottom line is to get results, you need clients. And to get clients, you need to be able to inspire or influence them. And that only happens when you've got great communication skills, which you can actually learn from anywhere. But Debbie, for yourself, if somebody wanted to contact you, would you be open to sharing some of your tips and advice with them if they decided to email or to give you a phone call?
Of course. Yeah, that's what the term network is about. It's about sharing and bringing people on and forming your mastermind, and it's all a cliche, but I believe it all works. I have no problem with anyone calling and asking questions. It's a learning process. I can learn from them, they can learn from me, and I think that's what it's about.
I think so too, because that's how we get better, is when steel sharpens steel. And folks, to wrap up this call, this is all the time that we got for today. Remember, if you've got questions, if you need advice, if there's someone that you don't have in your life, in your career, that you can turn to, and you need someone, take a look at the bottom of this email or this video. Her contact details is right here. Debbie will not harass you. She's not that kind of lady. But she is the kind of woman who's willing to share great tips and advice if you're just willing, if you have the confidence to go up to her and ask. Debbie, thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate having you here today.
Thank you, Allan.
Yeah, you're welcome. And folks, thank you for being here. Have yourself a great afternoon, great day, whenever you're watching us. And we'll see you on the next lesson.